Boom. We're
Hello.
live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
There we go.
All
Think I
set?
got it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it says
Yeah.
live. So
I
I'm
was
assuming
I was muting it on
my alerts.
YouTube. So what's up, everybody? We're gonna see who's gonna join us. Greg asked if we were starting early, so yeah, we're doing that. Got Yaakov to jump on, and I saw a stroke of luck. Frank was in there, which I was gonna send him a message because I still haven't forgot about him. I did a big toy opening with Jimmy a couple weeks back, and I kept this thing right here because Frank wanted this Eddie Guerrero figure.
Oh my gosh!
So I want to send that to him. It's a gift from me. So yeah,
Frank,
Frank, hit me up on Instagram. Send me your address. This bad boy's coming your way, man. My gift to you. You said you wanted it. I want to make sure it gets to you. I haven't forgot about you. But yeah,
hey,
we got
Kat,
Greg here. There's Kat. Yeah, Kat, I was just telling Yaakov because he wasn't in there. You said your mom was coming in, so you're ending early, so we were going to start a little earlier.
Yeah, Kat, I'm going to have to play a rewatch again.
Yeah, there's Greg. There's Krillin.
Krillin, you actually have power? You're so lucky. I'm actually running off my hotspot now.
Hey, Mary, how's it going? But yeah, man, it's been a couple of weeks. Yaakov, how you been?
What happened? Jake? Where have you been? I mean, I've been home waiting for you to start. What happened?
Let's see. Let's go back in time. Hold on. This will be really fun since I have these fun little lights here. We'll just go dream sequence. Yeah. No, man. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I was trying to hit sales into overdrive, and I'll talk about that a little bit tonight. Our entire vacation, last week, of course, on vacation, just wanted to spend time with family, did a little bit of sourcing, recorded some footage, but mostly vacation footage. And then the week prior, Yaakov, I was working on eBay sales, bro. I was like trying to crush it because anything that I made that week, profit-wise, was added to the spending money pot for vacation.
So can I ask what was the end result? What did you go in with the amount that you made, the profit that you made that took you on this trip?
Oh, you mean trip as a whole?
Yeah. I don't even know all the nitty-gritty details.
eBay
but
profit.
You made $1,000 to take you all the way there, or how much?
So flights, car rental, condo, spending money. I'm trying to think if there's any other big ticket things. $4,500. So
not bad.
$4,500 just eBay profits.
How many months?
Huh?
How many months?
Let's see. That was probably since April. So April, May, June.
3 months, 4,500 just profit. Wow.
Yeah, so I've been rolling now for 6 months. I'm at a total profit. I calculated the other day, $7,400. But I want to say 2,000 of that we put back into this business. On this laptop that I bought. All of my packaging stuff, the shelving units I have. So I've put a lot of money back into this. Our first goal that we said was to go on a vacation. It was my wife's birthday. Let's go on a nice vacation. And guess what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to put this into overdrive, put your head down, like pedal to the metal, and drive sales as hard as I could. And did really well, like really grind it out. So it went really good.
It's great. I mean, to actually be able to make it that far and use it, why the heck not? It's amazing. That's all our goals. I mean, we all have goals. Doing eBay and reselling, and
that's what I want to encourage people with. Like, that was my goal, and guess what? That was only a 6-month goal. There's Leroy. Yeah, that was only a 6-month goal. Like, part of the vacation was planning the next couple goals, the next couple things we want to knock out, like what we want to accomplish. So yeah, I'm working on those now.
I was talking to somebody a while back regarding at what point, like for example, right now you took 4,500 and you put it into vacation. So at what point do you stop, or at what point do you start taking out? How much percentage do you take out compared to reinvesting?
Okay, that's really good, because I was kind of formulating and calculating a lot of that. So now at the brink of where I am in sales, so a good portion is now going to go into savings just for taxes, like flat out taxes. We have another percentage that we want to then go into a savings account, and then I'm going to try to bring out of my profits, because you got to remember, profits I don't count. Like, I'm already subtracting cost of goods,
Right.
So now I'm calculating how much I want to put back in every week to go source and stuff. I'm going to try to keep it at around 25%. I think that if I made a profit of $1,000, let's say it was $1,000 profitable week, I should not have spent more than $250, justifiably in my brain. Just thinking of it that way. Yes, are there going to be some higher opportunities? Are you going to, I went and spent $150 on pillows the other day. So.
Yeah, but you took it out of pillows, what, for resale?
Oh, yeah. Do I have one near me?
These better be like Ralph Lauren Krillin type of pillows.
No, they retail for $140. They eBay sales, all the listings were $115, and then some people had the still in bag but out of box for $75. I listed them for $100. I paid $30 a piece for them. So.
What, online arbitrage?
No, found them at a Home Goods.
Nice.
I had a friend. He told me about them. He says, "Hey man, I just got one of these for my wife. She loves these pillows. They normally go," he goes, "I buy them offline for $140. I just found them for $30. I said, "How many were left?" He said, "A whole shelf full." I was like, "Cool, I'm going to buy the rest of the shelf." No, there was 5 pillows left. So.
Wow. Not bad find.
And that was just a friend telling me about it. So.
Hey, Leroy.
And hey, Art. Art was
hey, Dan.
Another sub, part of my 300, which was cool. And then I realized I hadn't subbed to Dan's page, so jumped up there, wanted to do that.
What's up, Dave?
We got Tesla in the house. How's it going, Dave? Let's see. Frank just shared. He just bought 20. Okay, for a coffee maker today.
Coffee maker.
25 to 30 per unit. Yeah, that's a really good find, Frank. Really good find. We do have a few people in the chat, because I'll announce this a few other times. Yaakov and I have wanted to continually do this, make it a fun thing. Tonight's theme, when we kind of get into it, I'm catching everybody else up on vacation, 6 months of sales, used the profits. I went on vacation, but Yaakov and I also just like talking about family and how we balance full-time jobs, having wife and kids at home. You don't have to have the same scenario at home, but you do have to at least think through, all right, do you make margin for the other things you want to do in life, And so we'll talk a little bit about family and stuff. But guys, we're going to be doing our best to stay on schedule from here on out.
Yes, I had a nice conversation with Mr. Josh over here and told him we got to get our act together.
He said, "Where you been for 2 weeks?" I said, "Look, man, I was trying to accomplish these 6-month goals. Part of being a reseller is to resell. It's a huge part of it."
We're gonna have to have one video of us just mass listing. We're gonna have to do like an Eric day, like an OBX picker, just 8 hours straight. We're just gonna go at it.
I'm down, man.
Let everybody watch us sit and list.
Yeah, but what we want to let you all know is I got pen and paper right here. Where did I put it? Yeah. if you all are interested, if you're interested, we want to also do this as a fun host show. You know, I want to do some like Q&A with some of the best people that find the best stuff. You don't have to be like, I love Dave in here. Dave's got some awesome sub counts, but I want to do this for maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you don't even have content on your channel yet, but you're trying to work out reselling. People from all walks of life. So this isn't just a, yes, we will promote it. We want you to get better sub people. We want information shared. But we love talking about life. We love talking about what we do right, what we do wrong, how we forget to do stuff sometimes, how I caught up on the Umbrella Academy season 2. I binged it all in one night, 0 listings. Yes, that happens, okay, people? It's real life.
What's the Umbrella Academy?
It's not kosher, Yaakov, so you're okay.
Oh, okay, fine. No.
It's a really good show.
This man's me down.
if anybody in the chat is watching the Umbrella Academy, let me know in the chat, because that's...
Yeah, I'm going to search it. Guys, you have to understand, I'm having a problem here. It's just a slight technical difficulty. I know you see me straight out, and I'm in my kitchen at this point, but as Krillin noted before, half his block is out. So about half my block is out. I'm lucky to have power and have some light. Ta-da, is light. But I have no internet. So I'm working off Verizon hotspot.
That's the dedication of Yaakov, everybody. I said, Yaakov, do you just want me to find another guest? And he said, no, I have a Verizon hotspot with my job. We're going to make this work.
Going to have to figure out how to, you're going to have to, excuse me, because now if I mess around and go on YouTube on my phone and sit there and chat with you guys, it's going to be just a little difficult to make sure that this is going to be crystal clear. I'm sure Kat knows how that works. I don't know how you deal with it, Kat. I really don't. I don't. I need it hardwired.
So what we want to do is open this up to where we can actually have guests on here on Tuesday nights, with the concept of, and what I'm holding myself to, and I'll kind of tell Yaakov about this the more we get into it. It's like, I want to go and do some deep dives on some of your video stuff. Like, I want to learn some like fun, unique things about what you do as a reseller or your family and stuff, and really have a fun time Q&A of letting people know, not just the random stuff of what did you sell this week. I love watching interview style material that gets to know people. And, when I talk to Jake and I'm like, oh yeah, me and Jake, and we talk about it. And he's telling me about his kids and how crazy it was. I believe the last conversation we had is just, you'd missed an appointment for another patient and, and you were going to have to drive like however late at night. And, that stuff happens.
It happens.
And, yes, we do want to talk about sales. I think that's what intertwines us in this community. But I loved what Kat just did on her channel. And her scroll was, hey, there was a friend who had a house fire, lost a lot of stuff. That's the kind of stuff we're able to support each other and to help each other. And I recall these things. Dan the Answer Man, if you guys know Dan, his mom's friend had passed away, and the chat kind of stopped to just say a few prayers just for the family and stuff. And, not getting into your religion and stuff, but just to show support, to take that moment to send somebody an encouraging something and to just really get to know each other. I think what we will discover, because we are resellers, is there's so much knowledge in these inner circles of people, of what they find, not just sourcing, of how well they do their YouTube content, what editing software they use, how much time they put into their YouTube content. This is all great.
I have a ton of questions, people. I'm brand new to this stuff, and I'm still on the edge of putting out another video because it's just the time you guys put into it. Like, you see, if I didn't do this live, maybe I would have dedicated a few hours to actually doing it. Otherwise, I make more money by listing things. Right.
So what we want to open this up to you is, we're going to be working on the schedule. You basically have to be available Tuesday night, typically about 10 minutes prior, then 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 9:50 Eastern Standard Time.
I'm making this official. Now I have to put a clock that I have to be available when?
Yeah, Yaakov. You get on me. You got to be available. But if you would like to jump on a schedule to join us for some of these lives, like we said, we don't want it to be just a generic Q&A. I really want to get to know the person behind the reseller community that we know. No, nothing to go crazy deep dive, but like it's gonna make me also go deeper into your content. And hey, I might bring up something funny that you did that you passed over in one of your first ever like garage sales, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you remember when you walked by this item? Does it still haunt you today? Like,
you guys are dealing with like a preacher. He's gonna legit like get into your brain and try to figure it all out.
No,
I was drinking Bang. Is that Bang? Is that the famous Bang? What is that over there?
What?
What are you drinking?
Oh yeah, man.
Ah, see, that's the reseller community. Harry
Rainbow
Tornado
Unicorn. All right, Leroy said sign him up.
Sign him up. All right, you got your first sign up person.
All right, we got Leroy on the books.
Guys, we can DM him. It doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be on the spot. I'm sure Josh is going to DM all of you to make sure to see if we can get guests.
Well, because a lot of folks, you know, like I know Leroy has been getting into YouTube and stuff. So I definitely see that. So what I'll do is I'll hit you up on Instagram to learn a little bit more about you so that I have good preemptive questions to, you know, get it rolling. I don't mind doing that. All right, I got Frank. Frank says he can drop in sometime. All right, we got Ken, SSK Promo. Yeah.
What's up, Jen?
Jen, thanks for helping me get to 300. Jen, the best mod in the business.
Or Jen wasn't subscribed to you?
No. She jumped on there, and I put in the chat, I said, I'm 2 away from 300. And then she says, go sub to Josh. He's 2 away from 300 at the same time.
What are you up to now? I can't check. This is driving me nuts. I can't. Okay, if I get glitchy, people, don't mind me.
All right, I got you, Ken. And I see Dan in here, Art Vandalay. So I got...
You got a few weeks working. We're in the works. We're good.
Yeah, because I'm putting this on myself. Like, I really want to make this fun, entertaining for people. If you see the flashing lights, this was a last-minute decision by my end because I hit 300. I told Yaakov, and he says, oh, you made it. He goes, I was wondering when you were going to make that. And I want to celebrate that, you know. I was talking, because he's a coworker of mine, I was talking to my number one subscriber today on how I want to do a live with them. Maybe when I hit 500, I might do a video with my first ever subscriber. He doesn't even have a YouTube channel. He just watches this fun content we do.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's a coworker.
Oh, he's a coworker.
He went on vacation this past week too, and then texted me pictures. He found some incredible stuff at a thrift store, and he bought it all for me. So
he bought it for you. He's not a reseller even.
No. So got some vintage.
Gotta teach him how to comp. I hope he got some real good stuff.
Oh, it's vintage fishing lures. It's like 87 of them. So
vintage fishing, 87. How much should you pay?
$80.
No, I have to lie. There's so much stuff to learn. I'm in the middle of learning what I learned so far. I'm doing electronics, vintage electronics. I got myself into the VCRs and combos and stuff. Those are fun. Especially filling them out.
Got another one there, Yaakov.
Leroy, is he a pastor as well? Yes, this is the pastor and the Jewish boy talking.
And I love that. Like, we don't, you know, that's another thing I love about the community. We don't let, you know, differences divide. It's like there's too much in our country right now. It's trying to be divisional. This is what brings us together. This is what we're showing you we're passionate about. You know, I want to learn. I want to learn what people are passionate about. You know, I want to ask you. Great. Boom. Right now, and you don't have to know it. If you say, I don't know, it gets your brain thinking. What's your 30-day goal? What's your 90-day goal? And what's your 6-month goal? And what's your 1-year goal? And what's your 3-year goal? Because when you like have to really think about that, I thought about it the other week and I was like, what's my 3-year goal? You know, it's just, it makes you ponder a little bit.
You know, I usually look at it as a 1-year goal. I initially started with a 1-year goal of $500. And I said, I'm going to make $500. My wife was like, oh, okay, $500. How much are you going to spend to make $500? Now, when I'm over that, a little way over that, okay, where am I? I'm looking at maybe, hopefully I can hit 10,000.
Right. And I think, and that's the thing, it's not a comparative thing. I think the life of comparison gets, it beats up on people. It's more about like, I want to encourage people with the goals that they have. If your goal is to like, I want to make enough money to have a car payment and, you know, pay my car off. Sweet. That's a great goal. Like, I love that stuff. All right. I saw Javelina in the chat, and then
Leroy has a question.
Leroy got a question for you, Jake. So go ahead and shoot, Leroy.
He's typing, people. We have to wait very patiently.
So yeah, so far, and you guys correct me in the chat, because what I'll do is I'll send you out potential dates, or I'll follow you. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's Flipsfindsfun. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people so far. Yaakov.
Do I have to come up with like this question sheet and asking everybody, or can I just ask random questions?
We'll do both. I think we should do a rapid fire round. Favorite flavor of Doritos?
I don't like Doritos.
Oh,
I'm a regular guy. I like
we need a new co-host, people. We need a new co-host. He doesn't like Doritos.
No, I'm a very plain. I don't know if you noticed, I'm very skinny. Like I legit hardly eat. I eat a lot of junk.
I know,
especially
but
when I'm on the road all day, it's like
something very, very good, because you're kosher, right? You're a kosher Jew.
Oh yeah, go figure that out. That's another complication.
No.
Eating.
What I like is it does enable you to like eat very clean. Like it really makes you concentrate on clean eating.
Or just don't eat. It's a good diet, guys. It's legit a really good diet. If you want a diet, go kosher for a little while. See how long it's gonna. No Chick-fil-A, no McDonald's, no Burger King. It's all gone. All right.
Okay. This is a really good question. Just wanted to know, because you're Jewish and being a reseller, does it make you a little more cautious what you buy money-wise?
I'm not sure what being Jewish has to do with.
I think he's saying like it, because it could be, you know, people of faith and stuff. Is it convicting if you're like, oh man, I just got this thing for $1 and I just sold it to somebody for 50. Man, I made a great profit on somebody wanting to buy this. Or
excuse me, that's just the way to make money. There's no other way to make money. You buy something low and you sell it high. That's how it works.
I've been seeing a lot of people on Instagram sharing those like comments and stuff they're getting. Oh, why are you?
Yeah, but again, what do you think? I've seen it on Instagram, but what do you think Walmart does?
That's my number one response to everybody.
How do you expect to get it at a decent price? I will note something to Leroy's question. Being Jewish and being a reseller, I go into Goodwill, and I most definitely probably won't buy something that has a cross on it. That's pretty much my limit. I don't think there's. Again, it is awkward. I'm sure it's awkward for all of us, whether we're Christian, Catholic, a male going and looking at female clothes, a woman looking
buying
into
a ton of bras. Yeah,
but
that was fun.
A guy looking into women's clothes gets a little creepy, especially when you're looking at high heel shoes and you're looking at all these like people stare. You just don't look with it.
No, there's a fun rule to that. There's a fun rule to that point right there, Yaakov. If you're buying a bunch of pairs of high heels, not that weird, because then you're gonna say, it invites the question, what are you gonna do with these? if you go into a store and you buy one pair of high heels and you don't have a ring on your finger, it just looks creepy because.
Yeah, another thing being Jewish, no ring on my finger.
Oh gosh, you need to. Oh yeah, well, you can't do any tattoos. So I was say, get just the tattoo ring.
None. None. Clean.
Man,
The ring on the finger is actually a little extreme in my part.
Yeah.
I initially, when I first got married, I said, you know what? I'm not going to put on a ring. It's just what it is. My wife was 100% fine with it. There's no problem. We did make a deal that if I was to work in the hospital, I would put a ring on.
Yeah.
But I work in the field. Like, who do I see? I see all these old people. I did actually one time get to a patient's house, and she's like, "Oh, you know that other female Jewish nurse that comes to the house?" I'm like, "Yeah, my coworker. I see her once in a blue moon." "Yeah, what about her?" She's like, "She's a very good girl for you." I'm like, not really."
Well, you
So
should get
married.
see, I like these.
Oh.
So I was getting my I do a lot of mission work, and I was getting my band like caught on stuff, doing construction and stuff. So this one, if anything pulls on it, tears away. So yeah.
Hey, as long as the wife's good with it, it's all good.
So I was like, yeah, man, this would be keeps it out of the jewelry line, you know. Hey, let's see who else we got in here.
Just wear a t-shirt. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, so we got a few people. You know, that's really good. So, Yaakov, off of me, on to you.
Yes.
I also haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. What has been like the surprise?
You went on
item did you learn? What did you start sourcing a little different? Did you find anything different?
So I got the gavel down by my wife. I am officially on sort of restriction from sourcing, meaning that I have a tremendous death pile downstairs, and that needs to be significantly listed and transferred to my father-in-law's basement. And once that's done, I could go back to Goodwill and have a nice full day of sourcing. Until then, I'm limiting myself to probably some online estate sales, which I actually want something pretty. I have to see how it's going to come out. And I did one. Again, we don't have yard sales too much over here. Yeah, Yaakov's grounded. Don't have too many yard sales around here. So, like, I did a yard sale on Sunday. I took my sister with me. I thought she was going to actually record it and everything. But this woman legit was, like, on top of us. Like, oh, go look at this. Go look at that. Go look at this. And, like, watching what I'm doing on my phone while I'm doing it. Hence, I don't like garage sales. But I did it anyway. And I found it's called a trunk cover for an Audi Q7.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it goes for one. I put it up at one. Okay, so I had a problem with it. It's huge. Shipping it is going to cost anywhere from 30 to about 50.
That's okay. If it's a high priced unique item. You know, anybody in the chat, and I'm sure a lot of people know, if you find specific car parts, especially new parts, I tested this about 3-4 months ago. It was like you could re-customize your dash for a Touareg, and it was like a 2007 Touareg. I looked them up; they're going for like 90-some bucks. I listed mine for $75, and it sold in 3 days. Weird giant package, but and sometimes it might take you 3 months to sell, but what it is somebody doesn't want to pay a full retail price for that car part. And if you have the space, it's like, take a few photos, get it listed, and then put it away somewhere and just wait for it to sell.
So what I ended up doing is, so the comps came out at $130 with free shipping, which in my point of view is like, why would you do free shipping on something that you're not 100% sure what the shipping is going to be? So I said, I'll put in, let's say, the $30. So quote unquote, so I listed that at $100.
Mm-hmm.
with shipping. So I probably get more of an East Coast buyer rather than a West Coast buyer, or probably even mid. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's listed for 2 days. I don't even know. It's going to take me an hour to actually log in through this phone.
Hey, it wouldn't be bad to also take a couple photos and throw it on Facebook Marketplace.
So I've never touched Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
never
see,
touched it.
I do when it's a larger item. I'll use local selling apps, because if I can sell it to somebody quicker for even a little bit of a discount, and I don't have to deal with shipping, like a lot of my golf bags, I flip right back on Facebook when I find them.
Golf bags, I've never had luck with yet.
Oh, the last two that I've sold, I picked up the first one for $25. I sold it for $80. Another one I just picked up for $6, and I sold it for $60.
Yeah, so. I found the golf bag in the garbage that a guy was throwing out. I said, yeah, let me go check it out. The comps came out to like $15. I just don't have the head to sit, even on Facebook Marketplace now, to just deal with it.
Yeah. But yeah, so any other crazy stuff like that you found or
sales this week? So I've been listing the stuff I found at Goodwill, finally listing the stuff, obviously. And let's look at my sales sold. The DVD. You know what? Oh, did I tell you about the books that I found in the garbage?
No.
Okay, so I was driving in Staten Island, and I noticed somebody threw. I actually was looking in the garbages while driving, just for boxes. It's a thing. So I'm driving in Staten Island looking for boxes, and I noticed somebody on the road had like some books wrapped up in just twine sitting on the side. I said, books, seems good. I looked at them. They're old SAT books from 2012.
That's good.
So I took them in the car. I looked through them. One had some coloring on it and whatnot. I said, you know what? Let me just take it home and see what I could do with it. I ended up looking at the comps for each book. They were worth pennies, literally, and not worth listing them one by one. So I said, you know what? I'm going to list them as a lot. I listed them all. What was it? 5 books? 5 SAT books. I listed 5 SAT books. That is a lot. And they're old books. 2012, 2014 was the newest one, basically. So I ended up putting it up for $4.99 plus shipping. Somebody actually bid and bought it over the weekend, which was surprising. Like, come on, you could find these for cheaper, but whatever. She bought it, and then she emails me here. So this was a question I had for Kat before. I wanted to know exactly how people go about it. So question for the chat people. Let me see how you do it. I had this person. So after she bought the books, she sends me an email. Is there any way to get it shipped faster? So she chose media mail. She didn't choose priority mail. So at that point, okay, yeah, it could go priority, but if it goes priority, like, how is she going to pay the up price? So either give her your email, but you can't give her your email through eBay message, people. So you really can't give her your email to send you more PayPal. What I did and I decided is I looked on Pirate Ship on what priority is going to cost to send this, and I upped the price by $2 or $3 because of fees. I created another listing specifically for her. I said, buy this listing. This listing is a surcharge of $15, which will $15 on these books. Can you believe it? To ship priority mail. And you could buy that listing specifically, and it'll cover the charges. It did. It didn't make me any extra money at all. I still came out with $5. But that's what I ended up doing. So I want to know, how would other people do that? How would other people handle a situation?
I've done it one way. I don't know if it's the right or wrong way. I have, since they've paid me, and I'll be putting out a video pretty soon before switching over to the eBay, payments that they're doing, managed payments. But I've been able to send them a message back through my PayPal and say, hey, here you go. I'm going to go ahead and ship it priority for you. So my cost, before I do that, I message them when they've sent me a payment over. So if they've agreed upon that payment, but before I email it out, I say, hey, you can send me $5 more, friends and family. Because now I've contacted them through PayPal. Now they know my PayPal email that way. So it's kind of like I can request, yeah. So he's saying it right here. You can send an invoice through PayPal.
But that's not going to be friends and family, and then you're going to be still caught on the fees, which I guess you could work those fees in. It's cheaper than actually fees on eBay because you would have the eBay. And the way I did it, you have the eBay fees, and you have
friends and family aren't any fees.
Right. But you'll still, if the way I did it specifically, you still have the eBay fees connected.
Yeah. So it's just the same concept. Everybody who's selling a lot of stuff on Instagram right now, they're just saying, all right, pay me through this. I'm going to work out what the cost is plus shipping. Send me the money through friends and family. And they're just avoiding seller fees and everything else. But when you don't want to use eBay to keep that communication going, I just go, hey, go ahead, send the payment. I've done this I had somebody do the same thing. Hey, can you up and put insurance on a porcelain, I think it was 2 porcelain ducks I just sold. And she wanted to combine shipping, but extra insurance. I didn't think they were that valuable, but I was like, okay, no problem. Well, she had already agreed to pay on that shipping cost. So all I did was, I think, charged her $4 more. But
you did that through an eBay invoice.
No. When I paid for the invoice, I was able to select that on my end, but she had already sent me money. But what I did is before I clicked payment, so to assure myself that she is going to pay for what she's requesting, I sent that through PayPal first. Hey, you already sent me the payment. Thanks so much. Send me $4 more, and I'll get this shipped out with additional insurance.
Got it. Interesting.
I'm waiting to get money from them. Otherwise, I'm going to send it out the way they requested it.
Right. I sent her an email. I told her, like, you got to buy this now. If you don't buy this item now, this listing that I made, like, within the next 10 minutes, it's just going out immediately. I'm sorry. So she bought it right away. So, yeah, that was safe on that end.
That's a really good question.
Say before. What?
No, I was just saying, he was saying hi to Mary, but he says, yeah, he doesn't have a problem doing it like you do, Yaakov, but doing it through PayPal makes sense too.
I think doing through PayPal, you're saving the eBay fee still. So if you do it through, you still get knocked with the PayPal fee, which is logic. Yeah. I mean, obviously, guys, this has to do with before managed payments. So if you're watching this, rewatching this, and managed payments has come out, can't help you. Sorry.
Well, no, you still can. I mean, I've sold a few items where I've only cross-listed stuff on Marketplace and eBay. And I have for sure sold things on Marketplace, and they paid me through PayPal friends and family and sent me their address for shipping in Marketplace. So, and then I've taken that listing down off of eBay.
Wow.
I was like, I like my PayPal. I like it.
No, I have not dealt on Marketplace. I hardly deal on Mercari. I deal on Poshmark, but it's very annoying.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, I'm going to be, I'm kind of doing my research on the pros and the cons of both. And I want to do a video kind of talking about that. I'm going to make it a PayPal versus eBay managed payments.
Did you get into managed payments yet?
I just got the email. So
no, I'm still waiting on my email.
No, so they're sending me all the. Here's why you should do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait until they offer you. I know they offered some people $50.
Yeah, they're treating me good right now, and I don't have a major problem with it. It's just change. I mean, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we all have change.
And Ben's without Mercedes. You guys don't know what he's driving.
True that. I actually have here a car question. I need Jimmy on this one. I have like the splash guards, believe it or not, are falling off my Camry. I looked online to replace them. It's like $30, $40, but then I have to do the work myself. Otherwise, take it to a mechanic and get charged like $100 just to install. So gotta figure it out. It happens.
Yaakov, just tell your wife you'll find it a good deal at the thrift store if she'll just let you go.
Right.
There's a good chance you'll find one, possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Very, very, very possible. For the Camry, finding an exact model is pretty darn hard.
Yep. Ewo got the $50. His starts tomorrow. Art says he starts August 17th.
Art, at any point, Dan, at any point, did they give you a $50 offer? I want that $50 offer. If I'm switching over, I'm going to wait it till I see that $50 offer.
Yaakov just chasing the $50 bill.
Are you kidding me? I'm chasing down $5. I'm not going to chase down 50.
Yaakov, you could just list your stuff and make money, right?
Just time for that.
Don't worry, man. I'm dealing with the same thing. I'm putting myself, I'll go sourcing on Friday, my next day off. But
my wife won't let me go sourcing Friday. You won't forget Friday. She won't let me go sourcing at all on any day.
I'm putting myself on restriction because I'm busting at the seams with inventory, man. I lie to you not. I think I counted. I have 117 pairs of shoes listed. Okay? Listed. They're all right next to me. Nice and pretty and organized. I easily have 200 more shoes sitting here in bins that aren't listed yet. That's just shoes. So if you were to see what's still stacked in my living room.
Oh, you froze for a second. Say that again. You froze for a second. Say that again.
I still have 200 shoes sitting next to me unlisted. 200 pair of shoes.
Yeah, you should also be restricted. Like, what the heck?
No, I am. I'm putting myself on restriction. And they're good shoes, Yaakov.
Then why aren't you? Well, I'm not going to ask why aren't you listening when I'm not listening. See, I just had an alarm go off to tell me to go and share my Poshmark closet. This is the problem with Poshmark specific. You know what? You could probably get rid of those on Poshmark also.
All right, Yaakov, I'm going to show you 5 pair of shoes that I haven't listed yet, and I've had them for over 2 weeks. Hello?
Josh, have you listed on Poshmark? Yeah, you're back. Have you listed on Poshmark?
No.
I'm trying to find out if you listed on Poshmark or not, people. Is it working?
Yaakov, you're frozen now. Oh, no.
Okay. Yes, your connection's bad. Mine's good, surprisingly.
No, mine's doing good.
I think he's gonna have. Would it be better if you go and come back?
No. Well, this was doing it on Kat's channel earlier as well.
Am I freezing people, or is it only you freezing?
Yeah, they're giving me a thumbs up. Says we're good.
I think we're okay
and Greg
now.
Could hear
right?
me. Yeah, Greg could hear me. He said, "Same here. Amazing brands just sitting in a death pile."
So is it only me that I can hear you? Then it makes sense because my internet connection's crappy.
Yeah, it could be just you.
Okay. Okay, good.
But yeah, Yaakov. So yeah, I got these sitting here. These beauties. Oh, still have a Goodwill sticker on the bottom. Haven't even peeled that off.
It looks like you had some gum on the bottom of that shoe as well.
No, that's like dirt and stuff. Yeah. Some nice Air Ones, all white. If you don't like the all white, you could just go for the black and red outline Jordans.
Wow.
Or if you like these Jordans, you can go with these Jordans.
I am afraid to pick up Jordans. I don't know what's real, what's fake.
Or if you like these Jordans, you can go with these Jordans. I have these in the gray as well. Yeah, they said, yeah, I have a good connection. Yaakov, that's just you freezing.
Great. Know how to pronounce the name of this hurricane that came through, so I don't even know the it wasn't like Isaiah, it was ice. I thought it was ISIS. ISIS came through.
No, a lot of people have
us.
been calling it ISIS.
I don't know how they come out with a name like that.
So people can fight over it. Oh, the gray ones? Yeah, man. Like, I love finding shoes.
Ooh, if you could get 150, you bypass all fees, people. You bypass the fees. Over 100.
Yeah. But Dan, yes, most of the shoes, this gray pair I actually bought off of a guy who I've run into at Yaakov. This is the cool thing about finding connections, okay? I see this guy in Goodwill all the time. We talk, we hang out, and then he finally tells me after I've seen him for months, he goes, yeah, I sell shoes out of the back of my trunk and I find them at Goodwill. And I was like, man, nice to meet you. These were sitting in the back of his trunk. He sold me this pair for $6 because he doesn't like selling athletic shoes. He only sells dress shoes.
So find the call Hans for him. I need to find a pair of call Hans.
No, he even likes going for the stuff that I don't like selling. He likes the Steve Maddens and the some of the more generic shoes. And so I'm like, hey, man, if you find any good athletic running shoes, anything like that. And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I'm like, another shoe connection.
Dan Anson to our live. Hi, Dan.
Yes, they are.
You see, that's what Philly pickup. I'm terrified to be considered a whore. That's exactly what I'm a fear to actually end up doing.
What?
To become a hoarder, because I'm just gonna source. You know what? I think essentially all of us resellers love shopping. We're shopaholics. We're not hoarders. We're shopaholics. That's what I consider myself, a shopaholic. I love shopping. My wife doesn't, and I do a very, very interesting mix.
Oh, thanks, Mississippi Gypsy. Yeah, having fun with the lights tonight.
Mississippi Gypsy, why I figured it out. It took me a little time to figure out why we have the lights. You know why we have the lights, Josh? Because my internet connection sucks, and we have to see if I'm good. If I have to know if we're freezing or not, so I could see the lights flashing. So constantly.
Yeah. I had to reset this one so it would keep blinking.
Yes, need to know if I'm there or not.
Yes, you're right, Dan. You're right. And no, who was saying it? No. I'm not completely hoarding Jordans. I'll show you guys my cool concept. So that giant rack of shoes, they're all listed. And then check out my box system, Yaakov.
Yep.
Those are all listed.
Well, it looks like you're going to need a... Wait, go back. I'm frozen. I'm not frozen again. Down on the floor. All those piles of shoes on the floor.
Oh, no. That's nothing, man. Look at that pile of shoes.
And I thought I have a death.
Oh, that's nothing, man.
So how do you justify going out
And
per night, or how do you
frozen.
justify?
How do I justify what?
No.
Going out
Going
and
and
sourcing?
shopping. Yes.
So over on my board, I do have my momentum board, which this week coming off of vacation, I've been like getting back into it. So a good thing that I do is when did she enter the red light district? No,
Hi, Tracy.
so I'm making my goal to list 75 items a week. So that's my first justification. And another fun thing to do is I want to see what I track my sales per week as well. So if I ship out 40 to 50 items, that's my justification. Because I do want the quick turnaround item, but I also want to find the items that are good shelf fillers, but are for particular buyers. Like those pillows, I had to make one listing. 5 of them were in inventory. If they move slow, I put them away. I put them at the top of a shelf and I leave them alone. I already know the shipping for them. I know how I'm going to ship them. It's just, it's $150 that I can turn into $500. So
It's like the people who buy lots.
yeah,
They buy lots. They buy buying like Mr. Harry Tornado, who's buying Goodwill pallets. It's a totally different pallet buying scenario.
Oh, very much so. And Josh is reselling DJ. What? Now I need some of Dave's like sound effects in the background. I
Dave,
did have
you
some
still
music
here?
playing.
How do we get that set up?
What's up, Chris? Look, I changed the hat for you, buddy. I changed it, okay? Now you're gonna tell me you hate the Orioles or something. He was hating on my Tennessee gear. I'm just getting a new hat. That's all. That's all, Chris.
Yeah, we're gonna go over this again. I don't like wearing hats.
You were rocking the hat, Yaakov. You should rock the hats, man.
Rock the hats.
I even heard your wife in the background. She's like, "Yeah, that looks good." See, she liked it.
Gotta go and get one.
But yeah, since we got a few more people in the chat, since we have a few more,
he's gonna show off more shoes.
No, I'm letting more people know that have just joined in. If they want to join us on some Tuesday night lives for Q&A, we want to kind of do some fun deep dives into who you are. Yes, reselling. What do you specialize in? But also, how you juggle family life and work life, and are you doing this full time? How do you do great YouTube content? If you are interested, and joining us for live, let me know. I'm writing it down. I'll send you out some dates to where you guys can come in and hang out with us on Tuesday nights and not just do random lives with people, but actually have good scheduled live Tuesday night content. So if you're interested, let me know in the chat. So far, we've got Philly Picker, Dan, Art Vandalay, Ken, SSK Promo, Frank, A Stroke of Luck, and Leroy, Blood, and what I'm messing up his name now. What is he? Blood and Sweat Resell?
Yes, I think it is.
Blood, Sweat, and Sell. That's what it is. Oh, see,
right.
Thanks.
Cool. We got Krillin as our backup. Straight up.
We'll keep him in the background studio. We'll just Thanks, Krillin. And hey, we can even start tonight since Yaakov keeps freezing up.
I'm still freezing?
Well, sometimes when you start looking down and sitting still, I don't know if you're frozen or not. But I dropped the link in there if anybody wants to jump on tonight. Tonight will be more of a random, but
I can see myself frozen on YouTube on the phone. It's very funny.
Guys, we'll just start playing the joke with Yaakov. I'll just like, you know, be in the middle of talk. Oh, got a new offer. Oh no, it's the same question I keep getting on the same product over and over again. They asked for measurements on clothes, so. I can see myself frozen on the phone.
I'm here. Can you still see me? Hi.
Oh, Dan's right. Like he said, the lights will give it away. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump in the chat, go ahead, click that link. Just having a fun little hangout, catching up. Went on an awesome vacation with my family. And like really just looking for the opportunity, you know, connect back with everybody. Had a fun vacation. I dropped some videos in there. My most recent one, you get to see where we swam with manatees in the wild. That was pretty fun. And we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun down in Indian Shores, just south of Clearwater, Florida. If you are a reseller from that area of like Tampa or St. Petersburg, I commend you. Unless you're finding good yard sales, the thrift stores are the worst place to source in Florida. Oh my gosh.
Talking, test.
Yep, I see you.
It worked.
I see you.
I got rid of YouTube. So now I can't YouTube. I knew it's gonna get glitchy. That's what happens.
Yes. So in the video I showed one. Let me find one for reference.
Send it to my Gmail. I'm about to measure a bunch of clothes. Krillin, what's your Gmail? I'll send it to your Gmail. Actually, I won't. He will, because my internet connection is not really working.
So this Vera Bradley bag, it's a medium-sized bag. I got this for $4, I think, at my local Goodwill. This same size used Vera Bradley bag was $29
Whoa.
at Goodwill.
Whoa.
So let me find another good reference. So
has the Vera Bradley been selling, by the way?
Yeah, like if I get them under that $5 price point, unless it's new with tags, I know that I can get $15-20 depending on the size and sometimes the pattern. Vera Bradley, I haven't gone deep dive into how well they do as far as like people know the retired prints and stuff. If you find the retired print bags, they'll go for $50-60. But for me, they're an easy $10-15 profit item. So I ship probably one or two a week. Probably.
No, when I find them at like $15-20. So
no,
it's
but
New
like
York prices.
This standard like Nike running shoe, I don't mind picking this up for $5.50 at my Goodwill, and I'll sell this. I'll probably get $20, most likely, and that's okay for me. Like that's fine. This same pair of shoes sitting on a shelf at Goodwill, probably $15-20. Like that's what's crazy. So it's good if you're looking for good stuff based on their prices, but not for resellers. Resellers can't make any money on stuff there.
Those prices. See what Dan says? And thank you, Tracy. Appreciated.
Okay, Will or bad Will. Well, Kat was telling me, because I did chat with Kat about it. She's from North Florida, and where she's from, she said it's not too bad. She said, but she's gone to source like and further south, and she said it gets really tough. But I've even seen where Joey is, he's on the East Coast of Florida, of South Florida, and he does okay there. For some reason, it's in
Where
that
were you?
area.
You weren't near Joey?
Huh?
You weren't near Joey?
No, he was 3 hours from me. So I was on the Gulf of Mexico side. He's down in like near Miami.
Oh, and you were?
Directly across the state.
Shows you how much geography I know, people.
And then I was 2 hours south of.
Then we need a map.
Krillin like a villain. Guys, give it up for Krillin. He said he's going to be doing some measuring for some clothing. There he is.
Now, did you say you usually don't do measurements and someone was messaging you for measurements?
Yeah, I just sent it to him. It was an item. It was an item that I didn't think I needed to do a measurement for, but
now why? Oh, my back.
Oh.
I gotta.
Something.
Now, why would you think? Why would you think that? Because I always, I'm not. I don't do crazy amount of measurements, but I do. You know.
There we go.
So now, what item? Why did you think you didn't need a measurement? Curious.
If you're familiar with Chubby's swim trunks, they only come in 2 sizes: short and really short.
Okay, I don't know.
There's a 7-inch and a 5-inch, and I thought clearly in the photo you could see how far the crotch was from the end of the shorts. And
no,
like,
I do.
So they
maybe they want to know the waist. The waist.
Oh no, waist. I try to show photos of whatever the tag says. Like I put that in photos.
No, but the thing is, the measurement is not what the tag says. That's why people take the measurements.
Oh,
so you know what I'm saying? That's why. That's why you take the measurement.
Well, no, I don't do a lot of clothing. The clothing that I do has an elastic waistband because it's either swimming season or it's a Halloween costume.
I'm just saying, for me, even if I have an elastic waistband, I'll put down what the measurement is. Like I'll put 12-inch, 15-inch, whatever it is, unstretched, and then I'll put this way. Or like, let's say if it's really stretched out, and not that I look for stuff that is stretched out, but I'll put in there. I'll put that it's worn. The waistband is worn. Because I know that's what people are gonna ask me for.
Well, this is a good one here. Yeah, fakes on purses, handbags. Yes, I found a lot of fake Vera Bradley. Thankfully, they don't get faked too much, and people sometimes are proud of their fake Vera Bradley. Vera Bradley's got a few good indicators on there, and they're not the highest value. I did find a Gucci purse that I couldn't find any other comps for, but I was able to get it verified. I sold it for $125, and it's shipped out to somebody in the UK, and they love it. I mean, they're loving it. So, but typically I don't go on high-end bags.
Now I got to ask Yaakov because I haven't talked to you in a while about sourcing. Now, do you ever go? Because that's one of my go-tos is they have like whether it's a Jewish temple or church or any kind of religious place like that. They do once a year or twice a year their rummage sales. Now I'm curious, do you ever go to those or not really?
Would I go to it? Very good question. I have not seen church sale in my area, at least, pop up, and I've only been doing this for about a year, so not really that long to work on them. But if it was specifically, it depends. I don't think I would walk into the church. Maybe the church yard, I would go and see what they have, but I don't think I would walk specifically into the church.
No. Then it's not in a church. It's not like
if it's just a sale that's not in the church specifically, I have no problem going. It's a sale.
It's not in the church. It's in like they have
like they just put on like for their parking lot and stuff.
Oh heck yeah, why not? It's in the parking lot.
Or they have like the cafeteria, and you eat, and it's in the cafeteria. It's not like like.
I personally wouldn't
They
think
don't have it. It's not like they don't have a basket like under Jesus Christ. It's not like that. It's not a religious ceremony. It's the same thing too with the Jewish, with the synagogues. They have the same thing. The rooms they
never
use.
seen it. Never seen a Jewish.
They don't use.
Believe it or not, I've never seen a synagogue sale.
They don't. I go to now forget about the corona,
Right.
they have like what was it saying? Can't even think what it said. They have like usually this is the way it works. They'll have 2 or 3 days, okay? And one day is you usually put prices on everything, and of course everybody lines up down the street, and then they let you in. Josh, a rummage sale. You've been to rummage sales, Some of these you score huge because then on the second day, what they do is almost all of them do this. They do what's called bag day. So you can get a bag for like $10, okay? Yep. And then you fill up the bag, with everything, and you just boom, 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 you load it up. And then what was I gonna say? And it's usually like, $10 to $20, whatever it is, and you can get like and it was great. One time there was neckties there, and it was literally like fill up a bag of neckties for $10. And there was like hundreds of them. It's like, whatever. But some of those sales are probably the one. Well, I mean, I know you live on the other side. I mean, obviously you're not going to come all the way out to Long Island, but I'm sure
in Long Island, you also have like the Cedarhurst. What do? They put out a whole sale on Central Avenue outside. Yeah. I think one day during the summer they do a whole Central Avenue sale. But those are all boutique stores, so I don't know how much you're really getting out of that.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. Not the Central Avenue. I'm talking about like I'm trying to think like and it might also be more Reformed temples too. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but some of them I've scored huge at because you go in there and sometimes they're just like, okay, everything here is $5, everything here is $10, everything, and it's just like. I mean,
next time you find one, send me an email.
Well,
I'll meet you there.
Well, here's the thing: is that they, Oh, really? See, I scored huge at a church for rummage sale. What happened is they, most of them are run by old ladies, and that's what and that's always the joke. That's why you always score, because no matter what it is, whether it doesn't matter, people who are whatever religion, the people who are dedicating their life to the cause, they don't know about. They just take the stuff that was donated from the members, right, and they just put it out. So a lot of times there's stuff that's luxury items.
Yeah.
A lot of the older people, they don't even know what it is. They're not into, they're volunteering for the church or the synagogue or whatever it is. They're not concerned with flashy stuff anyway.
Yeah. So Yaakov, with a lot of churches, so like if they have a youth group, that's going to feed people in another country, they'll ask the church members, they'll ask everybody and say, hey, bring all the stuff that you would take to a Goodwill or clean out your house. And what he's saying is, all right, the older generation wants to support the youth program. They don't know how. They don't relate to them. But guess what? They'll give up a bunch of stuff to put on this giant yard sale that a few people volunteer to sell all the stuff off.
Yeah.
Because all the proceeds, they want good money to come in, but they're not pricing it to find the best money. They're just hoping to sell bulk and mass so they can get a lot of revenue to go to whatever that mission or funding or whatever it is.
I gotta find something like that around here. I mean, with Corona going on, I don't think you're finding anything. But
now is not the time. But if you look up, I'll give you. I'm trying to think of one that. Are you on Instagram, Yaakov? Oh, no.
I am. Yeah, you hit me up on Instagram.
You have me on the saved.
My phone is now glitchy because there is no internet. I have AT&T on this phone, and it's legit bad over here.
Because I want to show you just what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, when they say a church sale, they're not. You know.
Yeah, I'm not going into church and
Yeah,
taking
it's
some
not.
food
They're
out
not
of
making you take a communion before you walk in. That's not how it works. I mean, there's thousands of people that show up to. I mean, it's literally it's literally and they have another one. They have for boys and girls clubs. But some of these they're very competitive. See, that's why I like it. That's where I know a lot of people have been talking about the vintage T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always the best place to get the vintage T-shirts.
Really?
Because yes, and that anybody who's listening now, I'm giving you a little tidbit because what
Krillin,
happens
what's your
is
Instagram? Krillin876?
no, it's Bob's Blazers.
Bob Blazer.
The other name.
Yeah.
It probably has a different profile pic too.
Yeah, it does, of course.
Krillin, you would have loved this one, man. When I was down in Florida, right? I'm leaving, disappointment all over my face, leaving this overpriced thrift store, and there's a guy walking in. And if my wife hadn't been with me, I was gonna do a shirt swap with this guy and give him $50. He goes walking into the thrift store, not picking on anyone who would need to shop at a thrift store. He's definitely not a reseller. I'll put it that way.
But you don't know. But anyway, sometimes
no. He looks like he may have slept somewhere behind the thrift store and then walked in. That's what I said. Okay. The judge of character is not the picking point.
Could be. All right. So what do you have? Just tell me what you have.
The man was wearing a late '80s Grateful Dead T-shirt.
Okay.
I was gonna walk up to him like, "Sir, I'll give you my shirt and $50, like right now."
Yeah. But you know, like I said, sometimes like there's these guys, they wear that stuff to the thrift. They like totally like show their cards like that they're the hustle. Like there was at the Goodwill outlet.
I've seen the young guys do it. This guy was just not well kept at all. And like I said, this isn't a judgment on him. And it was more so like, as a reseller, I quickly learned after one day of sourcing in the Tampa area that I would have hit up every yard sale within 10 miles before I'd step foot in a thrift store. Because I even went to like the non-well-known companies, so got away from Salvation Army and stuff. I went to their localized one. Prices were even higher. Like
they're crazy over there.
My mind, I was blown, and I was like, okay, the only way that you're going to get stuff is either online, retail arbitrage, or you're hitting estate sales and yard sales hard.
You got to remember, down in Florida, I'm coughing now, talking about Corona.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
I know.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask the second question. My first thing was, in Florida, they probably have garage sales most of the year. So you could probably get merchandise all the time. It's not like here.
Yeah.
You're in Virginia or something?
Yeah. I'm right in Central Virginia. Richmond,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there it's different. You know what I mean? It's okay. I got it. So, but with us, we only really have garage sales, from May to like October. Only like less than half the year you have garage sales.
Yeah, that's our schedule too. Yeah, that's our schedule too. We're like April to September.
Yeah, so down there, but what I was gonna ask you, you just came back now, like just last week or this week?
Yeah, I just flew back in on Friday.
You took a plane?
Yeah, man.
You got on a plane? I know
Yaakov went to Florida, and he's not sitting in quarantine like we would be having to.
Yaakov is not getting on a plane. There's not enough.
I'm not allowed to get on a plane. I get on. My work already told me straight out. You go anywhere outside of the tri-state, you're not coming to work for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah. You can't. You have to be. With the hazmat suit and the whole thing. So, but I'm saying there was no sign down in Florida of like, like here everything was shut closed and everything is. I mean, now everything is starting to open up. Except for restaurants.
Like everything was closed again.
What happened? Yesterday stuff was closed? What happened?
No, today. Today was ridiculous. Forget it.
Wait, you saying stuff was closed today?
Yeah, because of the winds.
Oh yeah. Now you're right. Now you got. Yes. Yes, because we had a hurricane up here. Yes, I know.
Krill is trying to figure out what's going on today. What happened today? What did you miss out?
Because we're talking about. Because I'm talking about. See, because you have to remember this, Josh. He lives in New York City. I live on Long Island. It's it's in New York State, obviously, but it's much different.
Oh no, I agree with
We're
you.
in the weather pattern.
Even where,
no,
but
I'm
even talking about
the rules.
You have to think of this even because I don't want to get too far like down a rabbit hole of virus and all that. So getting on a plane was no different, in my opinion, than waiting when I go inside of a Wawa gas station and getting a sandwich. You can be smart.
But you can stand. But the thing is, on a plane, you can't really. Number one, you have somebody sitting next to you, no?
No, and it was me, my wife, and my son.
On one plane?
Seats. Yeah.
No, Krillin. Of course I want planes. Are they going to fix planes?
You took a private jet?
Our own plane. No, there were other people on the plane. Yeah, there were other people on the plane.
Yeah, but my point is, like in the plane, the air recirculates within. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but
yeah,
the air circulates within the plane.
So you still have to find the cases that prove that it's done by air and not by saliva in the air. And you do have to wear a mask.
Here's the thing: is this? I'll tell you this for sure. This is why I definitely agree.
You have to wear a mask the entire flight, by the way. So, and they don't serve food or drink. So
my personal this is my personal opinion and my observation. When you had one of the first big outbreaks in Washington State, I believe. Yeah. You had a church where 40 or 50 of the congregation were infected. Now, those people didn't all just happen to be standing in front of one guy coughing. Okay. So all those people who got infected, they got infected because the disease is in the air and it's floating around and it's staying there for a long time, and they sucked in the virus. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just from somebody sneezing, because you have 50 people. 50 people cannot absorb one person's saliva or sneeze or something like that. That means it has to be.
Ewo's got it right. It was where the big one was. It was the senior center, and where they did track that down to a senior center is the senior center by coughing, sneezing, and actually being. You got to think it's one.
Okay, so I'm talking about the church. I'm talking about the church, not the senior center. I'm talking about the church.
No, the church tried to make the publicity because, like I said, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of how they're testing, how many tests they have to do per person, what gets reported to the CDC, what doesn't get reported to the CDC.
It could be. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. You're right. This could be false reporting. But you have to base it off of something.
Here's the avenue that I went. I wanna have firsthand experiences so that I don't speculate on what the news told me to think or feel. So what I'm gonna do, this is what me and my wife even said. I'm gonna make a video after my 14th day of being back from Florida and go, guess what? Guys, just because you cross the geographical line, you don't die.
Yeah, of course.
Positive.
Yeah, of course.
Because the fear that they're like, I had so many people. So I didn't mind telling people in the reselling community, you guys know me. It was part of our goal. We definitely use wisdom. That's the biggest thing that everybody has to do in this situation. Use wisdom. Please use wisdom. But I'm not going to live in fear to where you're going, well, if I do this, I'm not trying to increase chances or oddities. Like, I didn't go to the plane to lick the back of the seat from the last person I got on to test if they sanitized or not, No,
but I'm just saying, like the point we were making before, we don't know if this disease is aerosolized. And in my opinion, and I'm not, like he says, I'm clearly not a professional anybody. I'm a professional Googler.
Yeah,
I believe that. Yeah, what'd you say?
I don't trust Google. I don't trust that the newest CDC says now if you get hiccups, that could be the newest sign that you have the virus.
I mean, this has nothing to do with the, I mean, look, of course, I'm very skeptical of the CDC
Hey,
also, but
hey, the newest sign. I will tell you this at the airport. It gave all the stats of like if you've had a fever,
yeah.
bad cough. So it was listing all the symptoms of why you should not get on the plane. Guess what the last one said, Krillin? Because you would have laughed your butt off. I almost wanted to put a picture on Instagram. It says if you've coughed, sore throat, exceeding fever, or diarrhea.
I know people get diarrhea all the time. I know.
And that's what I said. I was like, so if you had Taco Bell, you can't get on a flight for 14 days?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying that Yaakov and I, we would not, and I'll speak for him, but he wouldn't get on the plane either.
Right. But no, the main point, like I said, I made one video. I went down there. I had this awesome intro of like, we're going to go out and find stuff. And I probably recorded 13 seconds of a video because nothing else was good.
Uh-huh.
Nothing else was good down there. And then like, because of our flight schedule, we flew back Friday. So I missed all of the potential yard sales. Their yard sale map was really good for the area for Saturday.
Yeah.
So you're definitely right there. They put on a lot of yard sales. So there's a lot of stuff not quite hitting thrift stores. But
yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if they're doing a lot of estate sales and a lot of this, a lot of that, then there is nothing to hit the thrift store. Because that's where the stuff comes from the thrift, the stuff that gets left over from the estate sale. That's where you're getting the stuff from the thrift store.
Yeah, I saw his comment on here too. He was like, he just doesn't like flying in general.
Yeah. I know. I'm just. It is. It's just the reason why I'm paranoid too. My best friend, he works in the hospital, and he was like he was one of the guys. You know how when they were remember they were talking about wrapping up the bodies and everything, and they were putting them in the refrigerating trucks. Remember that whole they were talking about that?
No.
They couldn't. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, Yaakov, where they didn't have enough room. They had to rent trailers to put the bodies in because there was no room for the bodies. Right, Yaakov?
Yes, they did it in. They did it in Florida already.
Yeah. So that's why I was nervous because my friend was one of those guys. Because I asked him about that.
What, he was in the morgue?
He was working in. He works in the hospital as a nurse.
He was working. Oh, okay.
No. He works actually. There's a hospital where he works on Long Island. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you know. It's a children's hospital. That's
L.I.J. Cohen's.
Yeah. Yes, that's where he works. So.
Okay.
He's like, look, they took me out of Cohen's because because they were so overwhelmed in the rest of the hospital because the kids were not getting sick
out of everywhere.
Yeah, the kids were not really getting sick, so that's why. Because I asked him, he's like, so they have him working on the other side with the regular hospital. So, and he was telling me that he had to put people in, like, because remember people were bullshit. Oh, that's fake. Remember people he's like, no. I wrapped up the bodies. He's like, I know it's not fake. You know what I mean?
I know for sure. I see patients. Do I work in the hospital? No. I'm a visiting nurse? I do see patients who had COVID. At this point in New York, we are on a tremendous slowdown, thank God. And we don't have pretty much many cases. We have a few cases here, a few cases there, compared to everybody else at this point. We were the hotspot at one point, and I was going into patients' houses with full gear.
Yeah. I remember you telling me. You said that you had the hazmat suit and everything.
Still have them in my car.
Which, Yaakov, super smart. That's wisdom. You have to do your job, and you're using wisdom. That's what I think.
With my hazmat,
use wisdom on a daily basis. What's the other fun stat that I heard? They were like, if everyone right now only slept with their the one sexual partner that they have, we would eradicate sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, they said if everybody stopped having sex for 2 weeks, that there would be no more sex.
Or even if you had your same partner, that's the only person you stay with.
I'm gonna, yeah, okay. I'll tell you. We'll talk about the Jewish.
Right.
No, but it's the same thing. If everybody uses wisdom to this, it's we're stabbing ourselves in the foot.
I can't find my thing over here.
You just had it. You were just measuring something on the.
Okay, I got to.
All right, Mr. Bill wants us to get away from COVID.
Oh, I know. That's the thing. They're getting depressed now. They're like, we don't want to hear about.
All right, everybody, back to reselling.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want to hear about Corona.
And that's why I shared about it. It was more so like, hey, I wanted to get down and get in an area where I could get on the beach and get away from my environment, and actually went to an environment that was more relaxed than being in Virginia.
Does anybody want to hear about the ISIS hurricane that came through today and knocked down maybe 20 trees and killed my internet connection?
No, because you just said ISIS, so now it's
cold.
They're gonna look into you.
It's Isaiah.
It's Isaiah. That's how it's called. That's how it's pronounced.
It's Isaiah. That's just how you say it in Spanish. Isaiah.
It looks like when I have to give sermons here on how it works.
No,
there's no real limitations.
We're not going down that road.
We're not going down that road. We're family friendly, fun chat.
But no, the only thing that I got like really, I think, excited about as far as what I was sourcing. So talking about connections of people like that shoe guy. So I have another buddy. His name's Todd. He deals with vintage tees because I know Krillin was talking about those.
Oh, I love
and so now when I find any vintage tees, or he goes to swap meets and he sets up, like, he's got a couple clothing racks, sets up good sales. So now he knows I'm the big shoe guy. So we just do shoe swaps.
Oh, that's a good idea. See, I always thought that was a good idea. I don't know why more people don't do that. I tell people all the time, if they have trouble finding, another thing we would do about, if you have trouble finding merchandise, people to buy from are storage locker guys. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta find them.
I have one. She runs a thrift store right down the street from me, and she fills her thrift store with storage auctions. She buys 7 or 8 a week. So I got him connected with her as well. She was throwing away 8 to 10 bags of clothing every week.
That's the point I was trying to make. Is that
I got him connected so that he can buy the bags off of her, kind of sight unseen. And she told me she gives me great deals on her hard goods and, more of her little collectibles, because for some strange reason, she loves to sell big, bulky furniture. That's why she has a store.
Because certain places, especially if you live in the city, that sells very well, bulky furniture.
I could tell you, when I went to the thrift store in the city, legit, actually more in the Bronx, I thought I was going to like a thrift store that I'm going to get great prices. I walked in there and I looked at the place was jam-packed with so much merchandise. I was like, wow. Once I looked at the prices, I just walked right out within 10 minutes. It's ridiculous how these private thrift stores just decide to sell markup eBay prices.
Yeah, some of there's a tip to that too, is that sometimes they'll be high on certain things. Like they might be high on clothing, but then they're cheap on electronics. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That happens.
And Yaakov, what you got to do, you got to get out of your comfort zone and just ask them. That's what I did with her. I said, hey, I find a lot of stuff. I go to a lot of places. I source a lot of things. What kind of stuff do you like to sell here? And she goes, I can't keep furniture on the floor. And I said, oh, great. I know some people getting rid of furniture. Can I send them your way? And she's like, sure. So now when I find this vintage 1958 portable typewriter in its case, a Remington typewriter, guess how much she gives it to me for?
Hope $5.
Well, $10.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
It's comping at $125 because she doesn't care what it's selling for, because to her it's this big and it's in her floor in the way of where she could put a chair.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make, is that some people doesn't fit what they're doing.
Yep. Now she's going to look up all the manufacturing goods on every piece of furniture she has because she wants to make top dollar on that. But like, she devalues clothes so much she's throwing them away.
Yeah, because
I
where
was
she's going to
show her that she could get like $10 a bag without, throwing merch away, because she can put some more cash in her pocket to buy another storage unit.
Yeah, because where is she going to do with it? She can't do nothing. That's what I was saying, is that, and Yaakov was just asking me, where do I find these guys? The place you find them is at the flea markets. You have to go to the flea markets, because the flea markets, that's who, like, we have one in Belmore on Long Island.
Okay.
And people,
now I know where.
You know where Belmore is? I don't know if you know. Where else do you know? Aside from Cedarhurst, where else do you know?
I know Long Island. I know of Long Island. Obviously, not all the way deep in Suffolk, but I know Long Island.
No, I'm not
talking
talking about.
You're like 10 hours away from me, or maybe an hour and a half the most.
Yeah, but I'm saying the areas. I mean, I don't know if you just know those few
I know by name.
What?
You say the name, I probably could get there.
But I'm saying on Sunrise Highway, it's a very big flea market. Just on Sundays, they just do it.
Hey, another really good place to go find them is go to a storage auction when they go back to being live, like where you can physically be there. You go there, you introduce yourself. I've made an offer on a guy at a storage unit where I sold shoes.
Yeah,
because I wanted him to have my number and know that if he doesn't care about shoes, he can call me.
Yeah, and another thing you could do too to find those guys, when you were talking about that, is you could put ads on the Craigslist. I buy, I buy electronics, I buy this, I buy underwear, I buy this, I buy that.
Wow.
People
I hear that.
They will call you.
Yeah.
But the flea market, a lot of these guys, like I said, most of the people that sell at the flea market, because there's usually like either guys at flea markets that sell, Chinese junk, or they sell used stuff, old junk. So for me, that Belmore flea market, the majority of those sellers there, they're either storage locker guys or they're clean out guys, where they charge the company, they charge the homeowner to clean out the house.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they load up their truck. They don't even unload the truck. They keep it loaded up. Then they go to the flea market at, whatever it is, early in the morning, and then they sell it on Sunday. Or they have it in New Jersey too. They have a few flea markets in New Jersey. I think they have the Meadowlands open on Sundays with
but nothing's open now.
What? How far are you from
Emily Conway?
20 minutes.
Jacob, how far are you from the Meadowlands? 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing's open now.
No.
I'm waiting for the Jersey State Fair to open up.
Flea market is open.
Flea market's open?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say so.
Ask Leroy. Leroy's been doing flea markets up and down the East Coast.
Yeah, but up and down the East Coast, right? You gotta ask him.
I mean, he was up in Rhode Island selling some stuff.
Ask him if he goes. There's a big one. There's a what's that big one? Massachusetts. Let's see if this guy knows. Let's see if he's gonna put it in the chat. Give him 30 seconds to see if he put it in. It's like one of the biggest ones on the East Coast.
No, the big one is the one that's what is it? It covers 5 states.
No, I'm talking about just a flea market that they do consistently.
Oh well, I'm just talking about that one. I forgot how long it goes on, like a week or two. But it's
No,
like 120 some miles.
no, I'm talking about a regular flea market.
Gotcha.
It's called I don't know. He's gonna give you the name.
Who, me?
No, the guy you said, this one guy who goes to all the
I
flea
don't know where
markets.
Leroy is. He hasn't shown up
Leroy,
in the chat.
he was here at the
Leroy,
beginning of the show. He might not be on here.
Okay. I think it's called Brimfield, but they get 1 million people. It's
Well, all right, Krillin, I'm gonna let you get back to measuring. I'm gonna see if anybody else wants to jump in.
all right.
Bye, Krillin.
Always appreciate all the info, man.
You got it, brother.
Thank you, bro. Let me send this out if anybody else wants to jump in. We got some fun people in here. But yeah, you know, like, yeah, the reason, like I said, we travel, it's a goal. Like, I kind of want to hear other people's goals. And, you know, Yaakov, you can even ponder on that. All right. When it comes to, you know, reselling, what's your time look like? How much time are you putting into it? And then say, why am I doing this? Yeah, you do get fun out of it, but fun keeps it just at a hobby. And if you do it as a hobby,
I think you see, the thing with me is I would love to keep it as a hobby for right now. The reason is because if I'm going to transfer it now to a full-time or to another part-time on my case,
nope.
I'm afraid that it's going to interfere with family.
Don't even think that big. That's what I'm saying. Make goals, because you have to say it. And when you make a goal and you can at least list it in your head to where you constantly think about it, like the goal that I'm working on now will go on my momentum board. Not about whether you go full time or anything like that, but it'll inspire you to list more. It just will. And make it something dumb. Say like, I want to, by Christmas, I want an extra $1,000 to spend on my kids. You know, that's a tangible goal. But because you know you're doing that, you'll list more. Because when you hit that first 1,000, you're like, man, that's awesome. Well, I'm going to put that in savings.
So
Why?
Monetary goal is different. I mean, I would definitely have a monetary goal of, let's say, 10,000 by the end of the year.
But why? Why do you want 10,000? What for? Why not 20 or why not?
Because in the future, I know that why not 2025? First of all, I know that for my time limit that I invest into this, I don't think I have enough time to actually get into it. Sorry, I'm reading the chat while we were walking around here. Happy anniversary, Kelly.
Yeah, she said she wished she could travel. It was her anniversary. They went to Outback. Hey, that's still a good little date.
It's very difficult to travel these days. You're not the only one not doing it. Don't worry about it.
But yes, Tommy, I've been working. Well, that's why I have them going slow, Tommy. I didn't want to do the fast ones, like what happened to, I think, what was it, the first Pokemon movie, where a bunch of people.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Because the screen kept flashing so fast, people were having seizures in the theater.
Wow.
Yeah, Kelly, we definitely wanted to do a cruise as well, but
not now.
No,
not the time for a cruise right now.
2021. All right, I'm gonna help Tommy. Out. Here you go, Tommy.
Red light district.
See, Emily remembers. Yeah.
Emily, when it comes to Pokemon, you can ask Emily.
Oh, Emily, I picked up some awesome plush. Awesome plush. I haven't listed it
plush
yet.
Or Furbies? Which one? I have yet to find a Furby. As soon as I find it, I'm picking it up. Ooh.
She just did a video on it. This one's not super valuable, but guess what he is? He's a Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Really?
He's not that old. That's why he's not that He's not that valuable.
Really? I just saw her whole Build-A-Bear thing, and I'm surprised that one's not.
I was hoping it was because it is movie themed, but I think it's like $20-25.
Yes, I think I have found a niche I enjoy. Niche, however you want to pronounce it. VCRs, combo units, those are fun. I'm still figuring it out. I think I'm moving more towards, believe it or not, button-down shirts, men's, Tommy Bahama and Vineyard Vines and that stuff. Only because there's a lot of it, and I can actually, it's easier to look for. Everything else I have to scan. But I enjoy it. Whatever. I legit enjoy it. As long as it's not like a whole slew of the same thing, then it drives me nuts. I like different things.
All right, we're gonna start with the smallest ones. I think this one is the.
Oh my gosh! How much plush did you pick up?
The little puppy shop, I think. This I just bought because I also got a whole bag of. Oh, Little Pet Shop. Yeah, Little Pet Shop bobbleheads. These, they go like $40 for a lot of 25. I think there's like 80 in here. So
Wow.
I picked up this little plush to go with it. I got this dude from Finding Dory.
Oh, it's from Finding Dory. Nice.
He goes for like $25-$30.
New with tags?
No, that's still the thrift store tag.
Ah, okay.
This one is cool. It does have tags. This is Simba with a Toys R Us sticker still on the tag.
Toys R Us. Keep it. Keep the Toys R Us part.
But it's a 2002, so it's original Lion King Simba.
2000.
So pretty cool.
Original Lion King, what, number 2? Not version 1. Version 1 is like 1990 something.
Right. I'm just saying it's not the newest remake one.
One of my favorite movies, by the way. I love the Lion King.
I gotta save the best one for last. So not the original, but a 2009 Barney.
I hate Barney.
Or 2008. Sorry, 2008 Barney.
I'm not picking up another Barney. I'm done with Barney.
This thing was pretty sweet. Barney. So I'm gonna start here. It's an eel.
It reminds you of like one of those eels you get from like Six Flags.
It's from the North Carolina Aquarium.
Ooh.
It's from 1994. It's an incredible shape, and it's such an odd animal that I think it'll sell pretty good.
Emily, I also like Lion King 1.5. I thought it was hilarious.
All right, but Emily, this is the one that you'll be excited about. See, Ken's excited too. I gotta find the year. Not as old, 2012. But you know this guy from Super Mario.
Oh, that should be really good money, no?
Yeah, I haven't looked it up yet. I haven't looked up comps. But yeah.
Does he have like a Super Mario tag, or what does he have?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Wait, does your hand go in there? Is it like a puppet?
No. Just it has weight. So the weight to keep it balanced is on the tail. So this was a really good find. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this one. All the rest of them, I think the most I paid was $2 on them. So I think that's in a video that I'm still editing. So as soon as I got back, I was able to go pick up some stuff that Saturday after we landed. So I recorded all the footage. I just haven't posted it yet.
I have too much content. I'm just leaving it there. I have to find the time. Here, how do you guys get the motivation to actually... You see, you have a ton to list. How do you have the motivation to actually sit and make videos when you can list everything and make money that way?
It's a really great book that I listened to on my plane ride. So, you know, you got your mask on, you put your headphones in, and you listen to an audiobook. It's helped me already just in 1 week of practicing this. And Emily's right. You do have to schedule, 100%. Where's my Audible app? It's a book that I've known about it for so long. I just haven't done it. But YouTube Secrets. This has already helped me so much with if you're doing pre-recorded stuff.
Does it help with motivation? I mean, you're not really seeing any income from this. I mean, I do this personally for the fun of it. I enjoy being here. I enjoy doing this live with you.
Same thing. Like, he's telling you, like, if you want to go to that level, you can. But what I did is I recorded 3 videos worth of content in under 12 hours. So I recorded all of that. All right. See, we can't keep Emily on long, but everybody give it up for Emily Conway, because I know she's trying to get some listing done.
I'm trying, but like I just kept talking anyways, so here
No,
I am.
I gotta do listing after this live, so I'm trying to get that momentum board like looking good.
Yeah. Put Emily as one of our guests. We're gonna have Emily as one of our guests.
That is true, Emily. We are gonna be opening this up for guests to do like unique Q&A. I watch a lot of your videos, not that I'm hating on anybody else, but I do watch a lot of Emily's videos. So I want to go back, like I want to pull up like unique stuff that only if you watch the video, you'd know about you. See, that's what I want to do for a lot of people. And, but do kind of Q&A on, I love what you do. You already do a good video because you get out of the reselling. You use reselling to talk about mental health and stuff like that. And that's really good.
Yeah.
But like, we want to start getting guests on here that we can do Q&A with that, yes, goes in reselling, but gets to learn more about you as a person, your family.
Yeah.
How you juggle this. You already gave some good tidbits there. You were like, schedule. That's what I do. You've said in the past, I need to go to bed on time. Like, I have to. They're super good practices. So.
Right.
But
it's all about like just habits, literally.
100%.
So
100%. Yaakov, that's what I said to answer your question. I recorded ourselves getting off the flight, like came home that Saturday morning. I said, all right, I'm going to do a quick what sold. You know why? Because I needed to pack the items that sold all week on vacation anyway. I needed to pack them up and get them to the post office before 12.
Yeah, but then you need to dedicate that time specifically. So my question is not on the fact that like, okay, you have to have a schedule and so on and so forth. I get that. But why YouTube specifically? If you enjoy it, great. But
hold on. Yaakov, I had to pick up shipments. I had to pack up shipments anyway, right? Why not turn my camera on and pull the orders to pack up the shipments? I just recorded myself doing that. I screened.
You need to edit it and put it together.
No, I did not edit it. I stopped that day's video. That was going to be a 14-minute video. Immediately after I left the post office, I went sourcing. You know what that is? Video number 2. I'm still in the same 6-hour window. But I've filmed all the stuff, so I have all the footage there. Now I spend 2 hours to go back and I can edit 3 videos in 2 hours.
Then you got to come up with a description, write out tags, make a thumbnail, and pray that people watch it.
No, if you're doing it for fun, it doesn't matter if they watch it, right, Yaakov?
True.
All right, then.
Okay, so it's not that fun for me. I enjoy sitting here talking with you guys, enjoying your company. It's fun. This is what I enjoy. If I'm going to have to sit there, guys, this is what I sold, this is what I made. Smile. You know?
No.
Yeah, it's definitely work.
Go ahead.
It can definitely be work. It can definitely be work. Like I don't necessarily like doing the what sold videos, but I do it because it's helpful for people. You know, like people really like seeing that because they know what to pick up. They know, like, so it's not even about me. It's sort of like it's like a selfless act sometimes. Like you're just kind of doing it literally just to contribute and bring value to people, you know, and obviously
Exactly.
in the future you're gonna make money too. So like that's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
if you just put out content consistently and put out value to people, like it's going to pay off. Like it's not even just about like, hanging out, but like you can make money too. Like it's just a really
Yeah.
hard grind for a really long time in the beginning.
The
Like
the
really
number one
hard grind.
the number one value of that book throughout the entire book is they say, remember that Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. It's
And
yeah.
do what you have the capability of doing. If it's only one video a month,
Mhm.
do really good at doing one video a
Yeah.
month.
It's all depends on what you want to do and what you want to put into it, but
Yep.
like what your goals are with it, like it is worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Yep.
Like I can say like I just started like I don't know, like 10 months ago or something, and I'm really close to being monetized now. Like I'm
Right.
getting that. I just need the watch time at this point. So like I'm just like
Right.
grinding and getting that down. So like yeah, and it becomes so second nature. Like if you get the habit down, like for me, I do 2 uploads a week and 1 live because I'm really trying to get that content out there to get my
Right.
numbers up, like that my watch time up. So
Yep.
like I do 2 lives, or I'm sorry, 2 uploads and 1 live. And you just get to a point where it becomes second nature because you've been doing it and that's what you do. And I can make a thumbnail in like 5 minutes or less because I've done
Yep.
it so many times. Like
Emily,
it's just like
what
brushing
app
your
do you
teeth.
what do you use for your thumbnails, by the way?
I use
have to take notes now.
Procreate.
Okay.
I use I use iPad and I use Procreate, and that's what I do. And I do layers. So I'll do like pictures of like stuff, I don't know, stuff that's relevant to whatever I'm talking about. I'll do lots of clip art pictures.
I do Adobe Spark Post. Yaakov, this is how fast it is to do a thumbnail. I can click on here and I can just change our background image to last week's our last live's picture. And all I do is change the font. It's already sized for me. If you want to get creative and put the time into it, you'll find ways to make it faster, easier.
So I thought I found an editing software, and then they upgraded it, so I got rid of it. Now, like, I mean, I don't know how people do like the Joey whoop item and put the picture in the picture thing over there, or how people do. Still trying to figure that out. And then you have to, again, I'm using this thingy, so this thingy has to be like this at all times because people get pissed off when I go like this. So that's very, very annoying in itself because I'm always like this, not like this, especially when you're walking into Goodwill. Hi, everybody.
You just get used to it. You just know what to do. You're like, all right, this is going to be for YouTube. So we do the horizontal. And you know me, I also do TikTok, and that's all vertical. So like I'll do one little shot that's vertical and one shot that's horizontal. And just if I use it, I use it. I don't know.
So Yaakov, I got this thing actually to film like family videos. Okay.
I think it's cool.
It has a stand. It sits right behind this laptop, and I hit record and I pack my items. I just have to remember to talk to the phone.
So I found a tripod in Goodwill for $4. So I grabbed it, but it's just sitting there right now.
See? Now whose fault is that, Yaakov? Take some ownership. It's okay.
It's Goodwill's fault for actually making me spend $4.
Of course, it's not Yaakov's fault.
It's never my fault. It's never my fault.
But seriously, Yaakov, like you're overthinking it. You just aim the rectangle at your face and you post it.
I've also noticed that when I shoot like this, I actually look at the camera. When I shoot like this, I'm actually looking like.
Okay, no lie. A fun trick for anybody if you're recording on your phone. Emily, I don't know if you did this. So my camera's right here on my phone.
Yeah.
I put a piece of tape right above it, so that was my focal point to look at.
Yeah, that's what I do. I get so
trick.
used to it. Hold on, I got to do it now. There we go. Now I'm looking at all.
Yeah, now you're looking at us.
But
thank you.
I get so used to looking at that little circle now because I just do it. Like now I'm looking at your guys' faces, so I don't know. Like, but usually I'm so used to just looking at the camera now. It just becomes like nothing, like second nature. you don't even think about it anymore. You just do it the way it's supposed to be done or whatever, like the way it looks good.
I'm gonna answer this quick one from Ken. Yes, you do get watch time hours for lives, and it does, in their fun way of tracking everything, it is going by the viewers, how long they stayed on. So yes, lives do really, really good for watch hours. Really, really good. I like Harry Tornado's advice on it. He says, do not abuse it though. Because if people start to follow you because they enjoy that, like I love what Tracy and Tommy do. That's a lot. You know, you're going there for a live. But if you're a person that's putting out content video, but then you just switch to doing 5 lives a week, your audience fell in love with you because of your pre-recorded content video. Like, keep giving them that stuff. That's why they're following you. Lives are just great ways to say, now everybody get together and let's all hang out for this bulk of time, and it builds watch hours. So yeah. And then
are you going to end this when you get your time, Josh? Is that it? Is that your way of telling me goodbye?
No. What I'm saying is, I used to do a live on Tuesday and Friday. I'm opposite Yaakov. I've dedicated to Tuesday now because I didn't want to keep.
I got you dedicated.
Well, no, I just didn't want to keep doing multiple lives. I want to make this my one live that we do, but I want to concentrate. Same thing. I'm on the same schedule as Emily. I want 2 pre-recorded videos a week, and this is my live night. Emily, this is a good question for you and Yaakov. What phone do you use?
My phone,
use Galaxy Note 9.
Yeah, I have an Apple, but I don't use my Apple really to record. Like, I'll use So a lot of my videos have not been thrift videos. Like I haven't done a lot of like garage sale videos and stuff.
Right.
I just got a GoPro though. So like I'm gonna be using that. So my GoPro is gonna be for out thrifting and stuff. And then my iPad is what I use for all of my video editing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't have my GoPro in here. I do the same thing. I don't like the editing and trying to pull my GoPro footage. That's
It's
pain
a big ordeal. Yeah,
it's a lot of gig usage. So I only use that for sourcing videos. Everything else I film on my phone because it's way faster. It's less space. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it doesn't matter what smartphone you have as long as it's a more modern one with a decent camera. I'm not even gonna say like a great camera. I even thought about this. I would go buy another phone because this is my personal phone as well. I would go buy another phone and not even like hook it up to any service. Just use it for the camera and the fact that on Wi-Fi I could upload it anywhere I needed to.
Make sure it has enough space on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I don't register or anything, I can have it clear I can put an SD, like Samsung's, you can still put SD cards in.
Oh, but just download Google Drive. Not Google Drive, Google Photos. You download Google Photos, the Google Photo app uploads everything onto your account free, meaning it doesn't even...
But Yaakov, when you do big file sizes, it takes forever to upload that to then upload it to an editor. With this, I can upload it directly to my editor because it's on my hard drive.
Okay, so what app do you use that actually is a good, easy app to use? KineMaster, Tommy told me about.
KineMaster is what
I don't know how to use it.
KineMaster is what I use for all of my videos, all of them, and it's a cell phone app that's on iPhone and Samsung, so it's on both.
Like, how do you do picture in picture? You could do picture in picture. Can you do the voiceovers? The voiceovers that you've done before.
It's all on this phone. And the picture is all on this phone.
It takes a while to learn, Yaakov. I had to learn. I remember learning all this stuff. I didn't know how to put the picture on top of the picture, but you just pick it all up. You'll figure it out. Like, what is your editing? What do you use? What do you use for editing?
Dan, today. Sorry, I was answering Dan's question.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
That's why we got the light show. Wah, wah, wah.
So what editing thing do you use, Yaakov? What did you say?
I only made one video. So I used KineMaster.
Okay.
And I couldn't figure it out. I still can't figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know what
then I downloaded another app that was really good. I really liked it. And then all of a sudden it needed to update. So it updated then all of a sudden it changed the whole format of the app, and now they want a monthly fee for it. Forget that. I'm not dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, you have to know where to invest. Like, you have to know that, like, okay, I'm going to invest at $4.99 a month, and I'm not going to get any of that payout till probably 10, 15, 20 years down the line, unless you're Harry Tornado.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yaakov, I'm gonna tell you this really cool trick that I found. There's this place called YouTube. They have this place where you can look up how to edit on KineMaster. It's really cool. No joke though, that's what I did.
So like,
Yeah.
When I downloaded KineMaster, so I went ahead and paid for the upgraded version. I want to say it's $60 a year, so that translates to hardly nothing per month.
My eBay store costs me, people.
Yaakov, you got to spend money to make money. Lesson number 1.
Yeah, but I'm not in to make money on YouTube.
I'm even in eBay. You spend money to make money.
Videos.
Hence, I'm hanging out. I enjoy it. I give my 2 hours. I dedicate my 2 hours.
I went on YouTube and I looked up how to edit. You can like how to edit KineMaster on even your phone model, because some of your like menu buttons are different. It'll teach you everything on there. Like, it really will.
Cajun Reseller asked me what my second favorite Pokemon was, and it's Cubone, by the way.
Ooh, Cubone. That's a curveball.
Yeah,
Why?
I like Cubone.
Why is that? I don't see it as a curveball. Cubone's very like shy and all that. I can see Emily liking it.
And no, not her as a person. Cubone is in like ratings of like what people go after in Pokemon. Cubone's like a C-lister Pokemon. People are like, oh, it's.
I never even thought of the question. I need like maybe an hour to just think them all out. Besides, I'm only going over the first 150. I don't know anything past 150. It's past my age range.
These are the first ones.
Oh no, I'm Magikarp Army all the way. Anything that can evolve into a beast of Gyarados, I'm down.
Okay.
I think I like you.
He's like an underdog, he's a floppy fish who doesn't do anything. And
he doesn't have an attack, like.
Yeah.
And then
he's just horrible.
Like, from the card series, I've started to like Raichu more, because Raichu has a power move that's called Never Give Up. I love that.
Oh wow. That's really cool. I love
that. It's just like, never give up. And I'm like, heck yeah, Raichu. So.
That is really cool. None others exist. That's right, Cajun.
Hold on. What did he say?
Oh.
He's even saying the YouTube thing was something, and I started thinking when I said, hey, you can go learn how to do stuff on YouTube, and he's like, yeah, YouTube's this new thing that hey,
that YouTube. What's
these youngsters talking about pocket monsters?
What's a pocket monster? I know of Digimon.
All right, if somebody could find me this game, I want to say it was for the first PlayStation. I think it was a game, if you guys can remember this, that part of the game was it would create monsters for you, but you had to put in your other movies and CDs. Like when you put in another CD, it would read the CD and it would create a new monster for you, and you could like blend them and evolve them. This game, I would go borrow my friends' music CDs to put them in there just to find rare monsters. Like,
wow, that sounds really cool.
It's a super cool concept. I'm trying to find the game again because I will buy the game.
You sure it was in the PS1?
I think it was PlayStation, because I remember I had a PlayStation and my buddy did, so I'd take the game over there. I would take the game with me to go to their house to try all of their CDs. I'll take my game and my little memory card that went above my joystick. Yeah.
Very interesting. No.
Wait.
I don't know. I played so many PS1 games too. I'm
gonna have to find the name of it. Yeah, it was a super cool game. Oh, right there. Monster Rancher. That's it. Monster Rancher. Thank you, Dan.
He's dancing, man.
Emily, if you see this game, well, I shouldn't tell you about it because if you play it, you might not list for like a week.
Well, somebody get her. I'll forget it, and we need her list.
Yeah. I can't play games, guys. I know I'll play for. I love games that I can just sink hours into. So I can't do games anymore. Like I have
Monster
stuff I gotta
Farm?
do.
Monster Rancher.
Oh, it's Monster Rancher.
Farm.
That's your farm. You do get a farm. That's where you keep all your animals because you got to feed them.
Oh my gosh. Emily's probably like, okay, give me 2 minutes and I'll see you guys later.
Oh, the game was so good.
I'd probably
Anyway,
play it, yeah. You guys know me
I know.
pretty well.
It was so fun because you would just create these new rare monsters that the game would I mean, they had an algorithm, of course, but to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this one. And then like a couple of us friends played it, so everybody wanted to get that one friend's music CD because it made a rare monster. Like, that's the coolest concept ever. It just read somebody else's disc and created something new. But yeah, Emily, I did want to ask you, so how was my plush haul? How did I do?
Good. It was really unique. I mean, I don't know everything, of course, but
No, I know.
I thought that Build-A-Bear guy was gonna be worth a lot more than he was.
Oh, when I picked
how much is he worth?
He's like $20. He's
He looks like he'd be like 40 or something, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Because he looks really unique for Build-A-Bear.
It's a How to Train Your Dragon. Like, I was super pumped. I mean, I didn't pay much for it, so
yeah.
$20, $20. I'll take it.
But
Yeah,
I was like,
for real. Yeah, it's worth it. But
I bought it 2 weeks ago. So when I saw your video, I was like, ooh, let me look this up real quick because I hadn't looked it up. I was just like, it's a cool looking plush, and I know it's from the movie.
My hair. Oh my gosh. All right.
Shower time for all of us at this point.
But like, what else has been like your, I guess, your new niche in sales, Emily? Or like that you've been learning more on?
Plush.
Plush and like toys. Like I'm learning about Skylanders right now. Monster High and Littlest Pet Shop. Like when I saw that bag of Littlest Pet Shop, I was like, oh man. Like I've just listed my first Littlest Pet Shop the other day, so I'm really interested in this because I don't know everything that sells or not, but I definitely know it's money. Like so like I see that and I'm like, yeah, that you scored. Like, how much did you pay for that?
I would have just passed over that within seconds. I wouldn't even thought about it.
$8 for the whole bag. So
$8. I think probably 3 of them will get you that back.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm gonna go through and find
like some of them are worth more than others.
Yeah, there's a set of 3 that I'm gonna look through here. I found a set of 3 that's selling for like $25. And I was like, if I could, but even so, even if they're the common ones, I think a lot of 20 still go for $40.
What are they, little cats?
Yeah, they're little pets.
They're little animals, like they're like little creatures.
Yeah, they're little.
He doesn't get it.
Little bobblehead cat.
Oh, they're bobblehead even.
Yeah.
In my car.
Okay.
Instead of watching Emily all day on YouTube, I'm going to watch the bobblehead go boom, 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 boom in my car.
Oh, I sell those too, the little sun dancers. I find those all the time, and I lot them together and sell them. Yeah, so I'm going to look through
here.
here.
Think of Littlest Pet Shop. It's like Pokemon, but just for girls. Just for little girls. It's like
I heard My Little Pony also does well at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, people collect them like crazy.
All right.
I know. What's your best way of finding each individual one, Emily, that you would say? Do you just look at eBay comps,
or
hard.
Like, I don't know.
Do you use any other references?
I looked up eBay comps. I guess I haven't tried this yet because I think they all have their own little name, if I understand correctly. And I did not take the time to look them up. I lotted them into lots of 3. So like I would just look on Google and see like maybe there's an action figure archive for it. Like they have action figure archives for like guy action figures, like TMNTs and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I can imagine there's probably like girl versions of that or like Littlest Pet Shop version of that. So I would look on Google and try and just get a list, and just
And
match
did
them.
you
Now that we're
did
talking
you
about it.
did you do eBay for those?
Yeah, I just looked at eBay sold comps and I went by like price because I did lots of 3. I didn't even like find their names, but I should probably go find their names. It'll probably help them sell. So
Well, no, the reason did you sell them on eBay or did you try like Mercari or anything?
no, just eBay.
Okay.
Hey,
'Cause I'll-
Tim.
But I'm sure they probably would do fine on Mercari or any other platform like Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, they probably do well anywhere.
Fake My Little Ponies?
Oh,
Yes,
What's a fake?
there's a ton of those. They look pretty good, but you'll look like the necks are made weird.
It's like a fake Pokemon game.
No, I'm
Come
not
on.
getting like right now with the colors, it's like I'm getting pulled over by Santa Claus. This one's stuck on green. Hold on. I
You
can
guys,
make it.
you guys, I'm lagging.
Everybody. Don't lag, Emily. Don't lag.
Yeah,
The hurricane's gone. You're also in New York. The hurricane's gone.
Well, I mean, no, Kat was
Yeah,
having
I
issues
know.
with her
I
StreamYard
was like-
also. Here we go. There's the
I
one.
gotta go. I can hardly even understand you guys.
Bye.
Hello, hello,
Bye.
hello. Bye.
Sorry. Gotta
Oh,
go.
you're good.
It's all good.
Bye.
All right, let's see.
What happened to Santa Claus? Where is he?
Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing to change color. So now I got the blue light strobe now. This is getting pulled over.
Tim, we're looking for guests. You're invited to be one of our guests eventually. And anybody else, whoever's hearing this, everybody's invited to be our guest.
This is
Oh
what
my
the
God.
Pokemon.
Now you want me to get a t-shirt.
That's why Pokemon got in trouble. Emily can hear us now.
Yay.
Thanks for jumping on, Emily. Emily, yes, what I failed to mention that whole time is I did tell you. So if you're interested, Emily, let me know on Instagram. Would love to just like start bringing guests on, hanging out, but doing like deep dive into the fun life of this particular like reseller or person on YouTube. I even opened it up. Like I love having Dan the Answer Man when I get to chat with him and stuff. So it doesn't have to be that. We can talk about life. We can talk about those things that you're passionate about. So I'd love to start opening the door to that.
Dan, are we going to get you on also?
I think this is what I'll list tonight. Like I may list
12 o'clock. I got work in the AM.
I know, that's why I drink this.
I don't even have internet. There's no one listening tonight.
I drink this thing so I can get some more listening done. I got to take my lights down though.
Occasion, in order to get a paired tour of Dan's pool, we're gonna have to change our hours. Unless Dan, you have some good lights.
Oh no, Dan, I'm not joking. I joked with my wife because we were like, man, Dan's pool looked really good. And I was like, a vacation to Boulder wouldn't be bad. So, hey, Dan, maybe.
Don't push for the invite. Don't push for the invite.
I'm not going to like stay at his house or nothing. But like, I actually would, now that I see Jimmy's like yard sale map and stuff. I know I'm getting to know so many resellers in that community. I'd love to like vacation with my family there for a week, but like meet up with some people. Like if I know people where they are, that gives me insight into like good places to visit, good places to stay, stuff like that. So
agreed.
We honestly we were sitting there and I was like, man, Dan. It's like, Jimmy, Aaron, there's really good people all around that area. That'd be like really cool to go hang out. I was like, Frank's up there. I was like, so just a cool connection of people. And I've never been there before, so.
All
yeah,
right.
man, I'm gonna take the opportunity to travel. That's what I'm gonna do. That's part of my goals.
It's a good goal. I'm waiting for Corona to end. 5 years. That's what I give it. 5 years. Then
No
everything
way.
turns back to normal.
No way.
Faster? They're making my kids wear masks. Okay, we're getting onto Corona stuff. They're going to make my kids wear masks in school.
Hey.
In New York.
Go out there, everybody in the reselling community. If you've been successful through the quarantine time, you're doing great. I want to encourage you because we may not live through times like this for a very long time. And if you are figuring out new fun things to flip, new fun things to like sell, how to your sourcing, how creative you're getting, your video content, I want to like just encourage you because you're doing something that a lot of people have just found a way to like kind of get stuck, and you're doing really good. That's my encouragement to everybody. You're doing really good striving and thriving through what is going on right now. And it's not just virus talk. There's just all kinds of stuff going on. And I would just want to congratulate people for like being innovative, being creative, getting more like I love that, Chris. Yeah, puzzles, man.
Sold the puzzle. I just sold the puzzle to where did it go? It went international. I forgot where though. Brazil, maybe. Of Boston. I sold puzzle of Boston to Brazil for like $25.
People have been going nuts over video games, basketball cards, clothing for a lot of people has been up on the rise. Like people are working on their collections more than they ever have.
By the way, for advice, I went and found Bailey Bong. I don't know how you pronounce it. I put it up, sold it for $20 within a few hours.
Oh yeah, it does good. But yeah, like I'm telling you, I commend everyone. I don't think we say this enough. You know, and that's what I don't want the talks to get around, to worry about the negativity and stuff. If you can focus on what you've done good this week, find somewhere like your bathroom mirror, put a goal on there, like go hard, have fun. Like Yaakov, make videos to share and help somebody else that has a question just like you do.
I'm going to dedicate the time. I will take it out of my listing time and dedicate the time to learn KindMaster. I don't know why it's called KindMaster. KindMaster, right? Yeah. KindMaster. Okay. I'll learn how to use it. And we'll see when number 2 is going to come out, people. Eventually it will.
Right. But hey, before it gets any later, Andy said.
Andy!
Well, Andy, you made it on before we closed out. Yaakov, I commend you for getting creative and using a hotspot to get on this live tonight. Yaakov doesn't have internet thanks to Hurricane Isis. It didn't knock out his power; it just knocked out his internet. So,
yes, I got lucky. Got very lucky.
But I'm going to get a little bit of listing done. I'm really excited about this little pet shop because they're light, they ship easy, and they're easy to take photos. So that'll help me get my.
Everyone says hi.
But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Have a great one. Sell some good stuff. Have some fun.
Good night, guys.
Have a great night. We'll talk to you later.